Hey guys, it's Vincent and this is the Bayonet 1871. Alright, let's take a closer look. The Imperial German Bayonet 1871 is a sword-style bayonet with a steel blade and brass hilt, featuring a leaf spring and muzzle ring mounting system. The sheath is made from black leather with brass parts. The overall length is 598 mm. The blade itself is 470 mm long, 28 mm wide and 8 mm thick. Without the sheath, the bayonet weighs around 700 grams. After the Franco-Prussian War of 1870-1871, the Prussian army was looking for a new standard infantry rifle. The most promising design was from the Mauser Arms factory. It was heavily influenced by the French chassepot needle gun, which was itself a copy of the Prussian Dreyse needle rifle. The new Mauser rifle was adopted on March 22, 1872, as the new infantry rifle of the Prussian army. Saxony and Württemberg would follow soon, and Bavaria would finally adopt this rifle in 1876, which makes this rifle the first standard weapon of the new Imperial German army. And now we can finally move on to our 1871 bayonet. It was also adopted on March 22nd in 1872, and its official name was Infanterieseitengewehr M1871. The German word Seitengewehr, meaning sidearm, was the official term for the weapon the English language describes as a bayonet. To put it simply, you can say any bayonet with a handle that could be used without being fixed to a rifle would be called sidearm. If it's a socket bayonet, it would be called bayonet. The Bayonet 1871 would stay in service until it, together with the M71 rifle, was replaced in 1884 by the new magazine-loading Mauser infantry rifle and bayonet 1871/84. This replacement would, however, not last very long, since Prussia, Saxony and Württemberg would re-adopt the S71 to go along with the new Rifle 88 in 1890. The knife-like Bayonet 71/84 was seen as too short to keep up with the French, who had just adopted their Lebel 1886 rifle with its long and thin 1886 bayonet. After the Gewehr 88 was starting to be replaced by the Gewehr 98 between 1898 up until 1907, the Bayonet 1871 was stored in magazines or given to Landwehr units. When war was declared in 1914 and the army needed rifles as quick as possible, the Gewehr 88 together with the Bayonet 71 was issued to regular army units once again. And it was during the First World War when these replacement scabbards out of metal were produced for the 1871. Alright guys, now to our last part of the video, the stamps and markings. When taking a look at Prussian or Imperial German weaponry, you will most likely find 4 different types of markings. First, the markings of the manufacturer. They are stamped on the blade itself. Second, the proof marks, indicating that the proof piece was up to standard. The next ones are the property markings on the back of the blade, showing that this weapon was state or army property. We will talk more about these many markings and its variants in a future video. Last but not least are the unit markings. Most of the time you will find them somewhere on the guard. They mark the weapon to a specific unit, so if you want you can research the unit itself and find out if your weapon was used in any war or battle. As an example of how to read these 4 types of markings, we will now take a closer look at one of my 1871 bayonets. Alright, let's start with the manufacturer markings on the blade, and this is PD Lünescheid in Solingen. The next type of markings are the little proof marks here at the end of the hilt. When it comes to the property markings, this bayonet is stamped with W75 beneath the crown. This stands for Wilhelm I, King of Prussia, plus the year 1875. And just shortly, since I've read this many times on the internet, the marked year here is not the year of manufacturing, it is just the year when this particular piece became state property. Sadly, the unit markings on this bayonet have worn down pretty bad. so the only thing left to read is an X. This would indicate that whatever unit this bayonet had served in was part of the 10th Army Corps. And there you have it, guys, a short video about the infantry bayonet 1871. If you have any questions about this bayonet or any other Prussian, respectively Imperial German bayonet, feel free to leave a comment. Please leave a like or dislike so I can see what am I doing right and where to improve. And this leaves me with nothing else to say but I will see you guys in the next video.